Okay, our next guest is the first-class comic who was almost the last one laughing and is now making you chuckle in a town near you. Her tour, Floozy, kicks off in October with tickets available now. So please welcome to our assembly a guest who's so funny she'll make you trembly. It's Harriet Kemsley. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're liking the vibe. Tell me about the vibe.
I really like the vibe. It's exactly how you'd want it to be. You turn up, there's like music, the Beckhams, you know, it's mad.
Yeah, it's like that every Friday.
It's
seriously.
crazy.
And you're the icing on the cake.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Yeah, you said it's quite dry at other places, but it's not dry here.
Yes, it's not dry at all. It's wet.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should say that yet.
It's sopping wet.
It's really wet here, yeah.
HarrietKemsley.com. I'm just going to keep saying that. It's on the screen now. HarrietKemsley.com for tickets. HarrietKemsley.com for tickets. We're plugging the tour. We're selling tickets. That's what we're doing, isn't it, Harriet?
Yeah, you should work on QVC or something like that. You know,
I sort of feel like I am.
Yeah.
But like for show business, selling albums, selling tours, selling books. So, Harriet, we've all agreed. We had a meeting. You're hilarious.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
Well done, Harriet. Right,
That's
okay,
a
and
relief.
now be hilarious.
Oh my God, there's a lot of pressure.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
So let's just do it there. So the Whistle Stop Harriet Kemsley tour is you're born in Cambridge.
No.
Sorry, Canterbury?
Yes.
Okay, sorry.
I was impressed, though, how much information you had to start with that, but it did start wrong.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You went to uni in Kingston?
Yes.
You went to uni late?
Yes.
Getting better, isn't it? Not late every day, just later in life.
Both, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not so late, like 20-ish, something like that.
20-ish. They still called me a mature student,
Okay.
which is embarrassing.
And you anything but, thank God.
Yeah.
And then you went to New York first?
I went to New York for a year,
Okay,
yeah.
what did you do in New York?
I went to drama school, but it was a bit of a culture shock. I got arrested.
For them?
Yeah, mainly for them. I got arrested for underage drinking. It was,
Right.
it was like,
Well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good
Thank
work.
you. I was like, I'm allowed to, I've been drinking for years. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, Tony Blair lets me drink.
Yeah.
You guys don't understand.
Not here.
Yeah, not
Okay,
there.
so
yeah.
tell us about that year other than the arrest.
It was great. It was crazy. It was this crazy year. We lived at the in a place called the New Yorker Hotel.
Yeah.
It's like right in the middle, and then in the middle are 2 floors that are for students. And I don't know if like regular residents of the hotel like know this, but there's like cockroaches, there's like mice, like right in the middle of the hotel.
Right.
It's just all these students just like living in chaos.
They don't look at
They don't go into them. Yeah, they don't deal with them. They don't.
So
go
they
in.
hang with the cockroaches hang with them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's rough.
What did you learn in New York?
You're meant to drink at 21 in America. That was a big thing. And I don't know, it was mainly just like a really fun year. And I learned that maybe I wasn't a serious actor.
Right.
And then I came back to the UK and I did like, I did English and stuff. And I did bits of acting still. But then, then it was comedy.
So that's it. So your gap year was like a theatre school in New York. That's interesting, isn't it? And then you come back and then you go to uni in Kingston and then you finish. And then were you straight on the stage? How did that happen?
Yeah, there were a few months where I didn't know what to do. I got this job where I had to be at my desk and type up the news at like 6 a.m. And then my parents were watching live at the Apollo last night and they were like, Harriet, we think you should try it. And I was like, this is mad. Like,
Had you done any stand-up?
No, and I didn't know anything about it. And usually parents have much higher expectations for their children.
Yeah.
Like all other stand-ups are like, my parents said I should be a doctor or I should be this. And mine were like, we don't know. There's no other options. You're going to have to go into comedy. And so, when I was 23, I just went and did a gig. And then I was doing this day job and it was crazy because I was just like so tired. I wasn't sleeping. I was getting back late and the adrenaline. And then I just kept it secret for like 6 months because I was so embarrassed that I thought I was funny. And then when they eventually find out at my job that I was doing stand-up, they were like, thank God, we thought you had a terrible drug problem. You know, you were going around talking to yourself.
Oh, no, I've got that as well.
Yeah.
That's later.
Yeah.
But you are funny. I mean, comedians are funny because they get paid to be funny. But you're funny. Everybody who knows said, no, she's funny all the time.
Oh, dear. Yeah, just chaos happens. Sometimes you wish you could be less. You could just live a more straightforward life.
And you clearly high energy. Is it exhausting to be you?
Yes, it's so exhausting. Thank you so much for recognising it. I think we've got further than any of my therapy has got. Yeah, thank you so much, Chris. I'm so tired.
We can discuss rates later. It's fine.
Yeah.
Right, talking to therapy. The podcast. You have this brilliant podcast, right? Single ladies in your area.
Yes.
With your mate.
Yes.
Right, with Amy, who's also a brilliant stand-up
Amy
comedian.
Gleadhill, she's so funny.
Between you, you've basically won all the awards in comedy. So congratulations. Been at it for over 10 years now, and so I love it when I say this to guests. They go, "Yeah, I know." It's like, no, sorry, she's been at it for over over 10 years now. So some people, when they become single, you can sort of retreat, can't you? If you want, you can hang out with your mates. You can take up a hobby. You can move, do a geographic, as they say, or you can go on various dating websites, or you can just start a new podcast saying we're single, and you can let the mountain come to Mohammed if you like, because that's.
Yeah, the mountain hasn't moved. So far, I will say the mountain's pretty still. The advertising hasn't paid off, that's for sure.
And was it just that you and Amy happened to become single at the same time?
We became single at the same time, and neither of us, like, I'd been in an over decade-long relationship, so we'd never done the apps or anything.
Right.
And so we just decided to do it together and kind of document it. So Amy, like, literally starts her dating app for the first time. She starts her Hinge profile on the first episode. Right. And it's really bad. It's really bad. Stephen Bailey, this comic, came in, and a year later, after she'd been using it for a year, he was like, Amy, why is one of the pictures of you in a graveyard? And she was like, I don't know. He's like, that's so off-putting. No man wants a woman
but it's
that's
only up
lurking
from there, though, isn't it? That's the thing. Because you can set the bar too high, can't you?
Yeah,
maybe that's too low.
No, ours is on the floor.
So you're 2 series in now, aren't you?
We're about to start the 3rd series.
Yeah, and because people love your podcast so much, and they really do love it. You've just you've posted other things up because people are just gagging for more of you and Amy. So what's up there at the moment?
So it's lots of episodes. It's kind of, we talked at comics, and a lot of them kind of like shout at us on what we should be doing and how we should be dating. And then we get experts on as well. We just and then we try and like challenge ourselves to do things. Like, I never thought I would be at this stage in my life. And what's really nice is we created like a community of like single people that aren't doing kind of what you thought you would be doing at this point.
My daughter's newly single, a similar age to you, and I'm sure she would love to be part of your gang.
Oh my God, get in the gang.
Yeah. And you have these live events, don't you?
Yeah, we've got one tomorrow night.
I know you have.
Valentine's.
And it goes off, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes off. We can't keep a lot of it in the show. We would.
It's like Loose Women 3.0, isn't it? It's like, it's so mad. And these are so, you can put anything on a podcast apart from these live events. It's true, isn't it?
It's actually, it's really true. Our producer, bless her, has to do a lot of work to protect our careers and family lives. Yes.
And so can you give us a sense of the audience? Is it the same every time, or?
What's really fun is it's 99% women. Our last Valentine's show, my friend Luke McQueen, he's a really funny comic. He was like, I'm going to come and support you guys. And I was like, Luke, that's so lovely. And then we realised he's found the one place in London where all the single ladies are going to be on Valentine's Day. So he's just there to sweep them up.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
And so would you encourage, I mean, could it be that sort of a mass speed dating event one day?
Absolutely. Men, if you're looking for ladies, this is the place to be. This is the place.
And it's at the Underbelly tomorrow,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it is, yeah.
Great on Valentine's Day. I forgot it was Valentine's Day. Wow, this is amazing. And are you going to take it? Because I know that your podcast is sponsored by a dating app, isn't it? You could run your own, though, couldn't you? I mean,
oh my God, we should start our own dating app.
Has nobody suggested that
That's
to you?
a really good idea. I would like to educate men on what they should be putting on their profiles. That is like a side hustle I would like.
That's a different business.
That's a different business. Yeah, that's a charity work. Actually, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. One of the best episodes I listened to in prep for the interview was a different one. It was different because you'd just come back from a holiday and you'd gone on your own, and it was really a really sort of sensitive, a much gentler than typical episode. So just tell us about that if you don't mind.
I think like if it feels embarrassing to say it, but I've gone places with work a lot for my own, so I'm used to going places with like a purpose on your own. But I decided to go on a trip on my own for a few days. I needed to do some work, but it felt really overwhelming, the thought of going away on my own. And people are often like, oh, why don't you bring someone? But it was actually a really lovely time, and it really kind of helped me feel like confident in myself, and I'm just doing all these things that I feel like I never would have had a chance to do, and trying to embrace it and be like, just because you don't have a partner doesn't mean you can't go away.
And you were nervous, you were a little bit frightened.
Yes.
And when I first heard it, because I had to rewind, I thought, was this a retreat she went on? And it wasn't a retreat, it was just a holiday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I went to Greece for a few days, and I had a writing project, so I had stuff to do. But it was so weird. Kind of what we described it as is when you go away, like there's great moments where you feel so peaceful, but there's also, it's not a sadness, but it's like a melancholy maybe. Like you have like a moment where you're like, oh, I wish I was sharing this with somebody. But but then you kind of snap out of it and you're like, let's get back to that buffet. You know what I mean?
And it sort of comes and goes.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're down, sometimes when the sort of the black dog visits you, you feel heavy, don't you? You feel like this is a real weight. You feel especially you can't get out of it. And sometimes you're like, how do I get out of this? Then when it's lifted, you think you'll never get in it again. But it's like the wind, isn't it?
That's it. And I think that you also, it feels like this real sense of kind of freedom, I think. And like, I have a daughter, and it feels kind of like a weirdly modern thing to do is to go away for a couple of days. She was with her father, and so he looked after her. But to kind of go away when you have a child, like, I want her to grow up and see those things as normal. Like, there's still maybe a bit of stigma or shame around it, but I want that life for her. So I'm trying to live the life that I would want her to live.
And then you came back, and you ironically or serendipitously or whatever, you had quite a tough week when you came back, didn't you? And you were quite glad that you'd had that time to yourself, because it gave you the strength you didn't know you were about to need.
That was it. Literally the day I got back, everything fell to, I don't know what I can say on this podcast. Pieces. Yeah. And I came back and I was completely exhausted, but I'd been so much more exhausted before. So I was like, actually, like, I'm a better parent because I've had this little gap and this moment to kind of grow a little bit.
And do you feel different, stronger? Give us a sense of that, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, I thought you were going to sing that song. What's that thing where you're like, I'm going to feel as strong?
Yeah. Is it by young people? Because I wouldn't know.
I don't know. I do. I feel stronger. Like, I relied on my ex-husband for so much. And now I feel like you're kind of, I don't know, I'm in this stage that I just never thought I was going to be in. I feel like I'm kind of growing. I am a bit sick of growing. I'm kind of done growing. You know what I mean? I'm ready to not grow and just sit down for a bit. That's for sure. But yeah, I feel really lucky. Yeah.
And because everybody knows you're single now because of the podcast and the tour and the live gigs and everything else.
Am I advertising it everywhere?
I was going to say.
Yeah.
So do you want to? Has anything happened to do with that?
I had a little relationship for a few months, but it kind of never became official. But I think yeah, I'm getting closer to it. It was my first guy that I dated that wasn't a comic, so that's huge progress for me. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Yeah, huge progress. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny till it's not.
Oh yeah, it's really not funny sometimes.
Okay, moving on. So the elephant in the room is, and we discussed this outside. You said, "Oh, you got to ask me that." If you say you did strike up a relationship that you wanted to be in, what happens to the single ladies in your area podcast? Do you have to stay single for the sake of the pod?
Well, this is what's funny. When we started it, everyone was so worried. And they were like, but you guys are going to get snapped up in 6 months. Nearly 2 years later, we're still there. And the show can just run and run, it turns out, yeah.
So you would carry on anyway?
I think we'd carry on anyway. And I think that we're very protectful of people. Like, it's generally the joke is on us and we're talking about things vaguely. And it's just the experience of it. It's not like, look at this guy and what he did. But I think it is, maybe if we do get into a relationship at some point, it is maybe a nice journey to talk about that as we go.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because what kind of relationship do you need? Where, depending on where you are in your life, is it more companionship? Do you have that anyway via the podcast? Is it just having a laugh with none of the weight that comes with it potentially?
That's it. Like all these things we're working out. It's a lot to work out at the moment, Chris.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're working it out, and I think that I'm just being really clear about what I'm looking for. I think I just, because of the old divorce, you know where things go. You know how badly it can go, and I'm like, I will not go into that place again.
Well, it's fantastic. Is there any merch? Do you do merch?
We should do merch.
Do you not do merch?
Oh my God! I don't
come
have
on. we need to talk about just things generally.
You want a single ladies in your area t-shirt?
Just about business, don't we?
Yeah, we do. We need to have a business chat.
All right, and how's the community doing?
Good, yeah, really good. It's lovely.
Are you also happy now via your podcast, you and your listeners, that you don't really care about being single anymore? Is that the irony of this whole situation?
I think that's what's helped. I think having a partner is what I've come to realise is I do still want a partner in life. Like it brings something to you. But what's so nice is we're just not desperate. Like you're not just going to settle with anybody. And I think that's something that women had to do in the past, maybe just be like, settle down with this
or stay
loser,
with someone.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, actually, it's great out there. And we'll just bide our time until the right person comes along.
All right, so we are, of course, it's 2026, as you know. You're embarking on a tour, HarrietKemsley.com. Hopefully that'll be here now as we're speaking for this. Who doesn't want to spend an evening in the just an evening in the company of Harriet? Because she's full on, let me tell you. She's full on. The Floozy tour, the podcast is off the chain. There are still a couple of tickets, I think, available for tomorrow. If you're watching this on Friday the 13th of Feb on YouTube or listening to it on the radio right now, I think there's a couple of tickets left for Underbelly tomorrow at the Soho Theatre, which is great. But of course, if it all goes pear-shaped, in 4 years from now, you might be ready for the Winter Olympics. Because tell us about your prowess in the snow, Harriet.
I do. I like to go snowboarding.
She's a snowboarder.
I like to snowboard. I'm very clumsy in real life. No one understands it. But it's actually easier than walking because you're strapped into one thing. It's like less limbs to think about. I recommend it if you're clumsy.
I've tried it. It's not easy to walk. You just must be really good at it.
I really like it.
Do you have any snowboarding heroines?
Well, what's really lovely is that I go with female friends now, which is something I never imagined. So I went with Lou Sanders, which is a very funny comic, you probably know. And so we went together, and we've been the last few years.
Where'd you go?
It's really fun. We went to Leger, also with Maisie Adam and Zoe Lyons and Jake Lambert. They were doing a show, and I just popped along for fun.
Wow.
But at one point, me and Lou did get tangled in a fence, and so these things do happen. It's risky.
So comedy in the snow and snowboarding in the day and laughing at night.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And and the Winter Olympics in 4 years' time are in France.
Yeah.
So this is it. I mean, it's being written in the stars, man. There's beautiful clear skies over the Winter Olympics. Just quickly, you're on loads of panel shows. You smash it on the panel shows. Do you have to gear yourself up for that? If you're feeling funny that day, is it always funnier? If you're not feeling, do you know what I mean?
I think you often can't predict it. I think you can never. At some of them, I really like to be a prepared person because generally everything falls to chaos unless I'm really prepared. But you kind of can't prepare for so much of them. Like, would I lie to you? You're literally just there, and you just have to really be in the moment. And
that's a gentle one, isn't it? There are other sort of tough, more heavyweight ones. You have to prep yourself up for those.
Yeah, you have to kind of. But I think the thing is, you still have to be yourself in it, and so sometimes that's what's tricky is like you go into the clubs and stuff. Like when I started, it would just be like all men that kind of looked the same and spoke about the same stuff, and then you're there and they're like, what is this weird girl doing here? And so you have to kind of stay yourself within this world.
It's great. And last one, Laughing, which is a dream show. Tell us why that is a dream show to go on.
Because you film it in the space of one day.
Yeah, so it's like 6 or 8 episodes in 6 or 8 hours.
And it's so fun, and the people on it are amazing, and you do it one day,
It's a dream. Harry, as are you, I've got to say, I've never met you before. You bring it. Doesn't she bring it? Let's hear it for Harriet Kemsley, please, if you don't mind. Okay, the best. HarrietKemsley.com for tickets for everything. Happy Friday from Harriet. We'll crack on for a bit. Harriet, thank you.